Ever packed for a camping trip, looked at your gear and thought, there's gotta be a smarter way to do this? Well, turns out there is. And it won't cost you much. We're diving into 30 of the most clever, practical, and fun camping gadgets you can grab, all under $100. Like, for just $32, there's a flask that comes with a weatherproof speaker. And there's a camping fan that runs for 58 hours, and it's only around $50. From fire tools to all-weather gear, you might just find your next favorite thing right here. Let's get into it. Out at camp, the right light does more than just help you see. It sets the tone for the whole evening. The BioLite Alpenglow 500 isn't just bright, it's full of character. With up to 500 lumens, it lights up a tent, table, or trail area with ease. And the real charm comes from the different light modes. Cool white for tasks, warm white for winding down, and a soft candle flicker that feels like a proper backcountry evening. There's even a color cycling mode, multicolor party glow, and a fireworks effect that adds a little personality to the night. The built-in 6,400 mAh battery gives up to 200 hours on low and doubles as a power bank through a USB-A port, handy when your phone dips low, weighs just under a pound, and holds up fine in the rain thanks to its IPX4 rating. For under $80, it brings both utility and atmosphere, which makes a real difference once the sun goes down. Okay, let's talk coffee. Because when you wake up to cold air and chirping birds, nothing beats a fresh shot of espresso. The WACACO Minipresso GR brings that cafe-style brew to your camp. No batteries or plugs needed. It fits in the palm of your hand, about 7 inches long, and weighs under a pound. Inside, you've got a sturdy pump system that hits 8 bars of pressure. That's 116 psi. More than enough to pull out a decent crema if you use the right grind. The best part? It runs completely manual. No batteries, no outlets needed. Just add hot water and press. It holds about 70 milliliters of water and 8 grams of coffee. Now yeah, it takes a minute to clean, and it won't beat your machine back home, but for $54, you're getting legit espresso in the woods. That alone makes it a win for early hikes or cold morning wake-ups. This next one's for when you want a little fun built into your gear. The VSSL Flask with a built-in Bluetooth speaker is exactly what it sounds like. Music in one end, drinks in the other. It's made of double-walled stainless steel, so your drinks stay hot for 5 hours and cold for 10 hours. You can use it for sunrise coffee and for something stronger once the sun dips down. And the speaker is detachable, tucked into the lid. You can just pop it off, pair your phone, and let it play. It gets surprisingly loud for its size, and if you've got more than one, you can sync them for stereo. Also, it's weatherproof, runs off a USB-C charge, and puts out some solid sound. Good enough to fill a site with music. All that for just $32. It's a clever multi-use upgrade that brings some fun without weighing you down. When light becomes your only guide through the woods or inside a gear-packed car at night, you want something that's more than just bright. That's where the NEBO Slide King comes in. It's a full-blown lighting system packed into a rugged, waterproof shell. The main beam hits 2,000 lumens and can stretch out to 1,300 feet, which feels like having a car headlight in your hand. But slide it open, and there's a 500 lumen cob work light hidden inside. Great for tent setup, gear sorting, or cooking after dark. There are 7 total modes, including steady red and flashing red for emergencies. And with a strong magnetic base, it sticks to a car hood or tailgate without a fuss. USB-C charging keeps things simple, and the battery indicator means no guessing. Built with aircraft-grade aluminum and a rubberized grip, this one handles drops, dirt, and water without flinching. At $69, it's one of the toughest and most flexible flashlights you can toss in your kit. Some tools feel like they've been around forever and still manage to keep up with the modern trail. The Opinel No. 12. Explore is exactly that. Part heritage, part hardcore survival knife. The 10cm Sandvik stainless steel blade is short but thick, with just the right shape for food prep, rope cutting, or carving tinder. And that ViroBlock safety ring locks the blade open or shut, so it won't fold on you or pop loose in a bag. Its polymer handle is shockproof, water-resistant, and fitted with extras that feel built for the unexpected. A 110 decibels emergency whistle is tucked at the bottom, and the removable hook doubles as a gutting tool or cutter, depending on how you use it. Some versions even throw in a fire starter or tick remover. It's a bit bigger than a standard pocket knife, but for around $59, this one's ready for bushcraft, base camp, or backwoods emergencies. When the air's damp or the wind won't cooperate, getting a fire going feels like a chore. That's where the Zippo FireFast Bellows quietly becomes a campfire hero. Shaped like a little hand torch, it's designed with a flame-retardant nozzle and an internal fan that pushes just the right amount of air straight to your ember bed. No need to blow until you're lightheaded. Just point, press, and let the air do the rest. Its triangular shape keeps it from rolling off stumps or tailgates, and the textured grip feels stable even with gloves on. It's light, durable, and runs for up to 180 one-minute bursts. Perfect for helping wet logs catch or breathing life into that stubborn fire ring. At just over $30, it brings a clever mix of modern tech to one of the oldest camping essentials. Hot nights in a tent, stale air, no breeze, it can wear you down fast. And this KITWLEMEN Camping Fan becomes more than just a luxury. It runs on a massive 20,000 milliamp hour battery, which means you're looking at up to 58 hours of cooling on a single charge. That's like a weekend of airflow without plugging in once. It's got 4 speed settings, a 270-degree pivoting head, and a double tri-blade design that moves air quietly but powerfully. What adds more value here is the built-in LED light. It works as a lantern for late-night setups or an SOS beacon if things go sideways. There's a hook for hanging from tent poles, a touch control panel, and even a remote with its own little slot. Plus, the USB-A and USB-C ports let it act as a power bank when you need it most. For $52, it covers comfort, light, and backup power in one solid, smart setup. Water filters might not be flashy, but they can be the most important thing you pack. The Sawyer Squeeze has earned its spot in a lot of packs for one simple reason: it works and it lasts. With 0.1 micron absolute filtration, it removes nearly all bacteria, protozoa, and microplastics from natural water sources, and does it without needing batteries or chemicals. It's built to push or hang, so whether you're squeezing straight into a bottle or setting up a gravity system at camp, it's easy to use and clean. The included backflushing syringe keeps the flow going strong even after miles of use. And the fact that it fits standard soda bottles gives you a lot of flexibility on trail. Some users find the included bags a bit flimsy, and yeah, there are a few small parts to keep track of, but for $45, it brings real peace of mind and long-term value. It's built for up to 100,000 gallons. That's a whole lot of trail miles. Sitting on cold, uneven ground? That gets old fast. The Crazy Creek HEX 2.0 fixes that with a chair that rolls up like a sleeping pad, but unrolls into the kind of back support you don't realize you've been missing. It uses ripstop nylon over closed-cell foam, so it's water-resistant and adds insulation between you and the ground. You can drop it on rocks, stumps, benches, wherever camp life takes you, and it's surprisingly durable with tough buckles and reinforced corners. The whole thing weighs just over 21 ounces and rolls into a small 4-inch bundle, so it fits easily into a side pocket or strap-on. It's not always the easiest to get in and out of, and if the carbon stays shift, you'll feel them. But that's a quick fix with a bit of repositioning. At $65, it turns backcountry comfort from optional to automatic. Boiling water in under 4 minutes sounds great until you're doing it in wind and cold. That's where the MSR PocketRocket Deluxe pulls ahead. It's got a built-in pressure regulator and wind-blocking burner lip, so it keeps performance steady even when conditions aren't. The piezo igniter is integrated and reliable, and the wide burner spreads heat evenly, which helps when simmering something other than water. It clocks in at just under 3 ounces and folds down small enough to disappear in your cook kit. Fuel efficiency is another strong point, less than 15 grams per liter boiled. Now it's not the cheapest, sitting at just under $85, and it might not be perfect for ultralight purists. But for everyone else, especially in cold mornings or gusty ridgelines, this stove gets it done without fail. Strong build, fast boil, and smooth ignition. It checks all the boxes. You know how after a long hike, all we want is a flat, comfortable spot to rest? That's where the ATORPOK Camping Cot really helps. Instead of juggling a mat and a pillow, this one folds out with its own cushion and even a built-in pillow. No separate setup, no extra gear. It unfolds in seconds, and once you're done, it packs back into the carry bag without fuss. The frame is steel, laid out in an X shape for stability, so even bigger adults are supported without wobble. It's rated up to 450 pounds. At 75 inches long and 26 inches wide, it's roomy enough for most campers, yet still portable at about 15 pounds. I also like the side pocket. It's simple. At around $69 for car camping or even a quick overnight at a friend's cabin, this cot feels practical. No squeaky joints, no assembly headache, just a soft bed waiting at the end of the day. Food outdoors doesn't need to feel like a compromise. The MalloMe mess kit makes sure of that. It's lightweight, just a pound, yet packs 10 different pieces: a pot with cover, a pan, 2 BPA-free bowls, folding stainless steel spork, soup spoon, a small wooden spatula, cleaning sponge, and a nylon bag to keep it together. The anodized aluminum pot and pan conduct heat quickly, which means less fuel wasted and meals ready faster. Whether you go for the 1, 2, or 3 liter size, the non-stick surface keeps cleanup manageable. The whole bundle collapses neatly, small enough for a backpack or bug-out bag. What makes it stand out is balance. Compact but with enough to actually cook, not just boil water. And after the meal, everything goes right back into the drawstring pouch. And you will find it at just $18. It's affordable, dependable, and covers the basics of outdoor cooking without dragging a full kitchen with you. Here's a gadget that pulls double duty. The ETENWOLF Air 3 is barely bigger than an egg, but don't let the size fool you. With its 0.65 psi pressure and 13 CFM airflow, it inflates a standard sleeping pad in about a minute. When it's time to pack up, it deflates just as fast. A 2,600 mAh battery inside means you can handle around 16 pads on one charge. And thanks to USB-C, it recharges fully in about an hour. The part I find clever is how it doubles as a lantern. At the low end, you've got a soft 60 lumen glow, nice for reading or late-night tent tasks. Crank it up to 600 lumens and it lights up the whole campsite. It even ships with 5 nozzles, so whether it's your mattress, a float, or a storage bag, it's compatible. At 145 grams, clip it to your pack or hang it from the tent, and you barely notice it's there until you need it. For just under $20, this is the kind of tool that earns its place in the kit because it solves 2 common camp hassles with one tiny body. Picture a box the size of a camera, light enough at about 3 pounds, yet it powers everything from your phone to a small TV. That's the MARBERO M82 power station. It carries a 24,000 mAh battery, and with 8 output ports, including USB, USB-C, DC, and 2 AC outlets, you can plug in several devices at once. Phones top up in about an hour, laptops in around 2. Pair it with a solar panel and you've got renewable power at camp. What's also smart is the built-in flashlight with 3 brightness levels and even SOS mode. At the lowest setting, it runs nearly 90 hours. Safety is built in too. The BMS system prevents overheating, overloading, and short circuits. It charges back to 80% in roughly 2 hours through wall power, so even quick prep before a trip works fine. For campers who like a bit of tech comfort, Whether that's keeping a fridge running, charging drones, or just making sure the kids' tablets survive a weekend at just $69, this compact power source adds a lot of peace of mind without weighing you down. A good light can change the whole mood at camp, and the HOTO outdoor flashlight feels designed with that in mind. It's sleek, aluminum body with a frosted finish, and only 135 grams, so it slips into any pack pocket. What sets it apart is versatility. You can rotate the lamp head to switch modes. Camping mode reflects under a shade to prevent harsh beams. Ambient mode throws out warm 360-degree light for a cozy feel, and flashlight mode directs a focused beam for trails or late-night walks. Brightness runs from 50 to 180 lumens, and the 3,100 mAh battery lasts from 8 to 50 hours depending on the setting. Recharging is simple with USB-C, whether from a laptop, car, or power bank. The IP66 water resistance means rain or dust won't bother it, and the hidden hook makes hanging it inside a tent effortless. Even the lampshade is magnetic and detachable, handy if you want softer light. This is priced around $59, and for a night fishing trip, a casual hike, or just relaxing at camp, this is more than a flashlight. It's a flexible little lantern built to adapt. Sometimes a campfire or trail clearing job calls for more than a pocket knife. That's when the Nordic Pocket Saw shows its value. For $39.90, you get the 25.6-inch version, or for $55, the larger 36-inch. Both are incredibly compact, lighter than a keychain, and fold down smaller than a wallet. What makes it stand out is the bidirectional chain teeth, which cut on both pulls. Each link has cutting edges, so it slices smoother than the usual survival saws. On medium logs, say 2 to 8 inches thick, it works fast and steady. Go bigger, up to 18 inches, and you can even team up with a friend, each taking one handle. The chain is high-carbon steel, durable enough that you only need to sharpen it a few times a year with a round file. It also comes with a sturdy case, and the nylon straps are stitched for comfort and long pulls. Keep one in the glove box, the backpack, or with a snowmobile kit, and you've got a lifetime warranty backing it. Small, strong, and easy to pack, this saw makes sure firewood and fallen branches never slow us down. At $34.95, the NightBuddy headlamp is one of those buys that just makes outdoor life easier. It's small, lightweight, and built with 5 lighting modes: steady beam, night vision, strobe, SOS, and even Morse code. The beam hits 350 lumens and stretches up to 300 feet, enough to light a full trail ahead. The strap is adjustable so it stays snug without slipping. 8 hours of runtime on one charge is plenty for a night hike, and the USB cable makes topping it up simple. Rubber construction with IPX7 waterproofing means it handles rain or river spray without worry. This one delivers brightness and comfort without costing a fortune. Tough, waterproof, and rechargeable, it ticks all the boxes for a reliable headlamp. This hammock gives surprising strength and comfort. The Gorilla Grip, priced at around $22, it's rated to hold up to 500 pounds, with steel carabiners that can handle double that in pull force. The set includes 2 10-foot adjustable straps, each with 18 loops, so you can hang it between almost any trees without hassle. It stretches to 10 feet long and 6.5 feet wide, roomy enough for one person to sprawl out in comfort. The nylon is breathable, soft, and dirt-resistant, plus it dries quickly after a damp night. What I like is how it packs into its own pocket, which doubles as a pouch for sunglasses, a phone, or snacks when you're lounging. At just over 2 pounds, it slips into a backpack without adding bulk. Setup is simple. No hardware, no damage to the trees, just loop, clip, and rest. For afternoons at camp or quiet evenings by the lake, this hammock is a low-cost way to add real comfort to the outdoors. No more digging blind in the cooler at night. The HEXNUB Cooler Light, priced at $24.99, solves that problem neatly. Drop it in, and you've got up to 55 hours of white light or 30 hours of red light. The red setting is especially handy for fishing or hunting, with options for solid, flashing, or SOS. It's waterproof up to 6 feet, so ice and melted water don't bother it. And the magnetic base means you can stick it inside the lid or to any metal surface for hands-free use. The size is compact, about 5 inches long, and the rechargeable battery tops up in 4 hours through micro USB. It even has an indicator to show how much power is left. Whether you're tailgating, camping, or on a boat, this light makes finding food or drinks at night a simple, one-hand job. For under $25, it's an accessory that adds real convenience to any cooler. The Lepwings lantern costs $34.15 and is built to be more than just a light. It carries a big 6,000 milliamp hour rechargeable battery, which runs up to 80 hours on a single charge and doubles as a power bank to top up phones or other small gear. Charging is flexible. You can use USB for a quick 3-hour top-up or let the built-in solar panels handle it during the day. Brightness ranges from a soft 60 lumens for reading to 280 lumens, which covers about 300 square feet of camp space. The touch control makes adjusting brightness simple, and the warm light feels less harsh than most LED lanterns. At just over a pound, it's solid but still portable, and IPX4 waterproofing means it handles rain without issue. For emergencies, power outages, or a simple night at camp, this lantern is both a steady light source and a backup charger, making the price feel well worth it. A family trip often calls for gear that saves space but works like home. The 4 Monster Microfiber towel set gives us 4 towels in one water-resistant bag, each with a color seam so everyone can track their own. The fabric is 80% polyester and 20% polyamide, soft as a hotel bath towel, yet lighter and more absorbent. Each towel measures 24 inches by 48 inches, big enough for a full dry after swimming or a shower. The quick dry weave pulls water fast and air dries in no time, which makes it a solid choice for beach days, camping, or sailing trips. The case has a strong zipper and a longer handle for easy carry, keeping damp towels away from the rest of the pack. With odor resistance, skin-friendly dyes, and stitching made to last, it works just as well at home as it does outdoors. The whole family pack weighs just over half a pound and costs $34.99. This one is all about smart design. The Kizen solar lantern folds down small enough to fit in the palm, yet opens up to give steady light for camp, road trips, or emergencies. You can charge it by USB or leave it under the sun, and a full charge runs about 10 hours on high beam. It has 3 modes, low, high, and SOS, so it adapts whether you're setting up a tent or signaling for help. Beyond light, it doubles as a power bank for phones and also works as a handheld flashlight. The build is weather-resistant, handling wind and rain without worry. At just 6.5 ounces, it slips into any bag without taking space. For $22.99, it's an affordable, multi-purpose lantern that earns its spot in a safety kit or camping bag. Cooking outdoors is smoother when every tool has its place. The Odoland set packs 8 pieces into one compact, water-resistant case. Inside, you'll find a stainless steel spatula, spoon, knife, scissors with built-in opener, tongs, a rice paddle, a peeler, and even a cutting board. Each tool has a slot so nothing rattles around or gets dirty. The stainless steel parts stay sharp and strong, while the cutting board has a non-slip silicone edge so it's safe to use even when wet. The organizer measures about 15 inches by 8.5 inches, slim enough to slide into a trunk or backpack with a sturdy handle for easy carry. Everything cleans easily, safe for dishwashers, and built for long use. Whether for camping, tailgates, or backyard cooking, this kit gives us all the basics in one neat case. The price lands at $25.99. Clean water on the trail is priceless, and this purifier makes it fast and simple. The BKLES system runs a 6-stage filter that includes an ultrafiltration membrane, PP cotton, KDF, activated carbon, and coconut carbon fiber. That setup clears out impurities while improving taste. The flow rate is 700 milliliters per minute, about 23 ounces, which means you can fill a bottle quickly. A built-in lithium battery handles up to 168,000 milliliters, nearly 5,700 ounces, on one charge, enough for about 10 to 15 days of backpacking. The unit weighs just 350 grams, light enough to carry all day, and the case clips easily to a belt or pack. It can even charge from a power bank, solar panel, or vehicle port, giving plenty of options in the wild. With an emergency light for night use, tested safety standards, and a 1-year warranty, it's a serious tool for travelers. The price comes to $37.41. Here's a clever little multi-tool for camp meals. The Tapirus Tactical Spork combines spoon, fork, knife, and even a fire starter in one piece. It stretches 9 inches long with a stainless steel serrated blade built into the handle. The fire starter is a replaceable ferro rod, 2 3/8 inches long, enough to spark a fire with a bit of cotton or tinder. Made of BPA-free polyamide plastic with a titanium-coated blade, it's tough yet light, weighing only 2 ounces. The set also includes a paracord lanyard and a drawstring pouch, so it stays packed and ready. It cleans up fast after camp meals. For backpackers, hikers, or anyone traveling light, this tool packs a lot into a small shape. The cost is $15.95. Outdoor trips call for power you can trust, and this rugged pack from Elecom gets the job done in more ways than one. The nest-out design is modeled after an old fuel bottle, a clever nod to shifting from fossil fuels to clean energy. Inside the shell sits a 15,000 milliamp-hour lithium-ion battery, strong enough to charge a phone, tablet, or camera multiple times. It delivers fast power through USB-C PD, and the smart system adjusts to each device, pushing more energy to the heavy users, while staying safe with auto shutoff and short-circuit protection. The body holds an IP67 rating, which means it can handle dust, rain, and even submersion for half an hour at 1 meter depth. It has also passed military drop tests with a silicone cushion frame that absorbs shock. A tripod mount at the base lets us attach lights or lanterns, while modular accessories expand its use for night setups. For a device built this tough, the weight and size still fit well in a pack. Priced at $66.99, it's a power bank designed to travel anywhere with confidence. Sometimes camp comfort takes center stage, and this inflatable lounger makes it easy to relax without carrying bulky chairs. The Chilbo Schwaggens weighs just about 2 pounds and folds into a small bag, yet it supports up to 440 pounds once filled. Setup is simple, no pump required, just a few scoops of air and it's ready. Anchor loops and a ground nail help keep it steady when the wind picks up. On the side are large pockets for a book, drink, or phone, so everything you need is close at hand. It can serve as a 3-person couch or a long lounger for one, perfect for music festivals, backyard gatherings, or beach days. The polyester ripstop fabric resists wear and holds air well, while 2 repair patches extend its life in case of punctures. What sets it apart is the blend of fun patterns and real utility, since it rolls smaller than most hammocks but gives more comfort. For $37.99, it adds a playful and practical upgrade to any trip. When the day calls for a real seat, the Tiger Blade camping chair brings both comfort and strength in a lightweight build. It weighs only 2.9 pounds, yet supports up to 330 pounds, thanks to a frame made of 7075 aluminum alloy. The design folds down small, just under 6 by 5 by 13 inches, so it fits in most backpacks. Setup takes a minute with the fabric sliding onto the sturdy frame. The seat itself is made of 600 denier polyester, a material tough enough to resist dirt, water, and scratches. The triangle frame structure improves stability, so you can sit back without wobble on uneven ground. It works well for camping, fishing, tailgates, or even garden use, since the backrest gives proper support instead of a flat stool feel. What makes it stand out is the balance. Light enough for treks, but solid enough for daily use at home. With a price of $39.98, it's a reliable piece of gear that saves weight without giving up comfort. Every pack needs a few problem solvers, and the Infinity tool is exactly that. Made from platinum silicone with stainless steel stud links, these straps hold 70 pounds per wrap, which multiplies as you add loops. Each set comes with two 8-inch and two 16-inch straps, all flexible, cut to fit, and linkable end to end. The design works with MOLLE, carabiners, D-rings, and more, so you can attach gear, repair straps, or even lash things together on the go. In real use, they double as tent pole fixes, bike mounts, leash adjusters, or even makeshift handles. They can be worn as bracelets too, which means they stay handy instead of buried in a pack. With a soft grip and rust-resistant build, they stay durable in rain, mud, or heat. At just $35 for a 4-pack, the Infinity tool fills a gap between rope, bungee cords, and zip ties, offering strength with reusability. For campers, cyclists, or everyday carry fans, it's one of those tools that keeps showing new uses the more you try it. This compact paracord bracelet from Atomic Bear brings together 4 survival tools in one easy carry. It holds 12 feet of military-grade paracord, a ferro rod with striker, a loud whistle, and a small compass. Worn on the wrist, it adjusts from 8 to 10.5 inches, fitting both adults and kids. The paracord alone has endless uses, securing shelter, bundling gear, or making repairs. The ferro rod sparks a fire even in damp conditions. The whistle reaches far across woods or open fields, a key signal if separated from the group. The compass adds peace of mind when electronics fail, pointing us in the right direction. In survival terms, warmth, direction, and signaling can mean safety. And this bracelet covers all 3. At just $12.99, it's a small price for a versatile wearable safeguard in the outdoors. So, that was all. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more. Got questions or want to share your thoughts? Drop a comment below.